Mistral Large is a cutting-edge AI model, pushing the boundaries of language understanding. It is the Mistral's flagship model, which excels at complex reasoning, tackling multilingual tasks, and code generation. Need a summary of a lengthy document? Mistral's got you covered. Stuck on coding? It translates your descriptions into efficient code. Get ready for powerful AI that unlocks new possibilities in communication and problem-solving. You can enjoy this powerful model with no code and free of charge. Voiceflow is a no-code platform, which you can use to drag and drop blocks to build a free chatbot, and integrate the Mistral Large model to it. We will show you the NVIDIA API, which is free to call the Mistral Large model. If you have business, you may consider this powerful model as another good option to enhance the user experience. Let us get started. Here we have a simple Voiceflow demo chatbot which connects to Mistral Large model. This chatbot can get the data chunks from the knowledge base. If the data chunks are empty, which means there is no answer from the knowledge base, it will call the Mistral Large AI model to return an answer. If the data chunks are not empty, the logic sends the data to Mistral Large, and it will optimize and return the answer with the provided information. Let us take a look at the knowledge base. As shown in our previous videos, we have input their URLs of a gym's website, and Voiceflow has already pulled the data from the website, and generated data chunks. We can even see the data chunks, which are organized by their similarity. Each web page has its own data chunks. Next, let us take a look at the function, which is provided by Voiceflow and can fetch data chunks from the knowledge base according to the user question. You can see the code of the function. You can watch our previous videos for detailed explanation. But if you do not know the code, it is okay. You only need to input the variables in order to use the function. The two input variables are the Voiceflow API key and the user question. The output is the clean chunks, which we will send to the Mistral Large model for optimized answer. Let us take a look at the chatbot. The first block is a set block. We set the NVIDIA API key and the Voiceflow API key. The next is a text block, where we ask the user to input his question. Then we use a capture block to capture the entire user response and save it in the variable question. Next, it is a function block. We select the getKnowledgeBaseChunks function, and we input two variables, Voiceflow API key and question. We save the output data in the chunks variable. Next, we use a condition block to check if the data chunks are empty. If the length is less than 3, we consider the data chunks are empty, which means we cannot find the answer in the knowledge base. But we do not want to say we cannot find the answer. Instead, we will send the user question to the Mistral Large model to let the AI generate an answer. Here is the API block. We set the API status as post and send the API call to this NVIDIA URL. In the headers section, we have the content type as application/JSON, and the authorization with bearer of NVIDIA API key. You may watch our previous video showing how to get the NVIDIA API key. I also have put related information in the description. In the body section, we select the raw radio button, and we have the data to send to the AI model. First, we need to put the model name, which is Mistral Large. In the message, we specify the user role, and in the content, we will send the user question, which is saved in the question variable. For other parameters, we use the default values. Certainly, you may choose any value as you need. We set the stream as false, because Voiceflow does not support streams so far. Finally, we capture the response from the Mistral Large, and extract the answer using this data structure, and save it in the answer variable. Next, in the text block, we simply display the answer to the user. If the data chunks are not empty, which means that we have found the answer in the knowledge base, we will need to send the data to the Mistral Large model. Also, we are going to send the conversation history to the model to help it answer the question. The conversation history is saved in the global variable vf_memory. Because the conversation history has new line characters, which can make API calls occur error, we need to replace the new line character with a white space. Next, we set a prompt variable using this string. You are an AI FAQ assistant. Information will be provided to help answer the user questions. Always summarize your response to be as brief as possible and be extremely concise. Your responses should be fewer than a couple of sentences. Do not reference the material provided in your response. This prompt is very important to return a concise answer. Also, do not reference the material provided in your response. Let the AI model sound more like a human to avoid something like, according to the provided information, blah, blah. Next, we add the data chunks and the conversation history to the prompt, which can help the AI model to optimize the answer and enhance the user experience. Moreover, we need to remove the double quotes in the prompt, which can cause errors when making the API calls. The next block is the API block, which is the same as the previous one. You can make a copy. We have the same URL and headers. In the body section, we put the model name. In the content, we add the prompt variable instead of question to help the Mistral Large model to answer the user question. We capture the response and extract the answer. Finally, we display the answer to the user. We have two buttons, Continue and End Conversation. If the user clicks the Continue button, the logic goes to the first block. If the user wants to end the conversation, he can click the other button. We may also add no match in case the user does not click the buttons, but directly input his question. We will get back here later. Now we have the chatbot ready, and let us publish it. We go to the website, which we customized in our last video. Let's click to start new conversation. We ask, what classes do you offer? The chatbot fetches data chunks from the knowledge base and send them to the Mistral Large model. The model then returns the optimized answer, as we see here, like Pilates Fusion, Foam Roller Pilates, Yoga Wall, etc. We ask the next question, I have back pain. What classes should I avoid? It replies, based on your back pain, it's recommended to avoid classes that might involve intense moves. Instead, consider gentler classes. It does not specify what classes I cannot take. Let us ask, please specify what classes I should avoid due to my back pain. This time, it gives the classes such as Zumba Gold and Yoga Flow. Let us test the memory. We ask, can I take Yoga Flow? It says, based on your back pain, it's recommended to avoid Yoga Flow. This is good. Next, we test the empty data chunks. We ask, what medication can I take to cure my back pain? There is no answer in the knowledge base, and the data chunks will be empty. It says, I am unable to provide advice on medication. This is good. Recall in our chatbot, we have a condition step to check if the chunks are empty. If so, we send the question to the Mistral Large model directly. Without this, the bot would reply with something like based on the provided information, there is no answer to this. Next, we ask a completely irrelevant question, what is the most populated state in the US? It says, sorry. I didn't get that. Please try again, because I did not click on the buttons. In the last block, besides the two buttons, we may add a no match to capture the user question if neither buttons are clicked. The question can be sent to the Mistral Large without the data chunks from the knowledge base. Now we make a copy of this question and send. It replies with the correct answer. This shows that even if the user asks a complete irrelevant question, the chatbot still can reply with the right answer without using the data from the knowledge base. This is a use case such as a tutor chatbot for a high school student when he asks a question not related to the knowledge base. This wraps up today's video. We have shown how to connect the Voiceflow chatbot to the Mistral Large model to optimize answers. Hope it helps. If you like this video, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. If you have any comments and suggestions, please let us know. Thank you for your support.